Hi, and welcome to another desktop tutorial video. In today's video, we will look at creating a new project. To create a new project, click on the Go button, select Projects, and then click on the Show Recent List button. This will open the recent list. At the bottom, click on New, and the New Project dialog will open up. Because my current working project is the sample project, the project root will by default be C1Des sample projects, and the project name is sampleproj01. This information will always be inherited from the current working project. The project root is the folder path where the project will be created in. To change the project root to a different folder, we can simply do it by clicking on the Browse button and browsing to the desired folder. However, for this example, I will create my project inside the C1Des sample projects folder. I won't be able to create two projects with the same name inside the same project root, so I'm going to change my project name to sampleproj02. We can also add a description by typing into the text box just to the right of the project name. If you were to make changes to this, you can get to this information by clicking on the Go button, selecting the Projects module, and then on the ribbon bar, select Project Information. The next option we can set is the Build Project From section. By default, the System project is selected. The System project contains all the default tables and fields for the application to work. If I made changes to my current working project and I wanted to pull those changes into the next project, then I can select the current project with or without project data. Without project data will just give the database as is, and with project data will make a copy, but only the information that is stored inside the database. Then we have the Build Project With section. This will describe the location of the project library. For example, a local library will be a library folder contained inside the project folder, whereas a shared library will be a library folder contained in the project root. By default, all projects created with a shared library will use the same library folder. This, however, can be changed in the options if the user wishes to change the location of the library. Then we have the project type. The two database types that we use currently is the Microsoft Access 2000 type database and the Microsoft SQL Server database. If you choose the Microsoft SQL Server option, notice that you can either have a SQL Server authentication mode or Windows authentication. With Windows authentication, the user just needs enough privileges to be able to create and manage a database. However, for SQL Server authentication, you will require the system administrator username and password. Note that this password isn't saved, so you'll have to retype the password every time. The username and password is derived from the project name. The user password basically is the project name plus another text string to make the password more complex. The username and password is generated automatically. Then you have the server name. If the server does not have a named instance of SQL, then you can use only the server name. However, if you do have a named instance of SQL, you must type in the server name backslash, and then the instance name. I, however, do not have a named instance, so I will only use the server name as is. To test whether these settings are correct, you can then click on the test button. You should get a connection OK. If you selected Windows Authentication mode, however, the only thing that you needed to type in would be the server name. To create the project now, click on OK. The login dialog will open up. If you have not changed this, you can copy the administrator into the password field. You can do your user configuration, but now click login, then OK. Notice we're logged into our sample proj 02. We have now successfully created and logged into our new project. We trust this tutorial was informative. Thank you for watching.